at Honor Fraser Gallery. This is Punk's Not Dead by Nadia of Pussy Riot. And we have a piece right here, very reflective of like somber energies. It feels like someone's about to get electrocuted. It's quite intense, it's quite dense, and it really speaks to sort of like the authoritarian regime that's happening right now in Russia, and kind of sort of the political exile that Nadia's been dealing with following kind of her release from prison and also coming out of Russia and, you know, making art.
So we're here in Los Angeles and we're in front of the Botox cross, which I thought was an appropriate one to choose because we are in the church in the Cathedral of Botox, in which people do not get older, they just get more chemicals ingested into their bodies. And it was quite funny because when we arrived, there was a woman who asked my friend to take her photo in front of the Botox cross, and she had Botox up and down her face, and it seemed quite ironic. So yeah, that's why I chose this piece, and I think Nadia is rad.
So I really like these pieces partially because of the industrial aspect of them. Like, they just look like you could order them online, but then they're also police or military shields, so they operate in that space of like security, but then, you know, a little piece of beauty on them or a message over there. And I guess they were used as percussive instruments for a concert, so like stomp or whatever. So it's like they were functional, but they have this kind of austere beauty to them.
I'm here today at this exhibition of Nadia's. I'm a new fan of Pussy Riot. I admire these women for their strength and courage, because displacing humans and human exploitation of and abuse of children, taking away human rights is illegal. It's a crime, and honestly, it's a global epidemic. And I hope that we can express ourselves through art without being our Facebook profiles taken down, our Instagram profiles taken down, or our art destroyed, because this is a part of history, and the only way for people to know what's going on is through expressing it through art. And for someone to be in prison for that is totally heinous, and it's evil, and it's corrupt. And I admire these women for their strength and courage.
I'm talking about Nadia's Pussy Riot art film, and we got here this newspaper piece, this beautiful newspaper piece, and she's talking, I love everything that Nadia's doing here. I love all the textures she's bringing, everything she's portraying and saying, and it's all very, very good. And thank you, Nadia, for making these beautiful pieces.
This was the first piece I saw coming into the gallery, and there's a lot of neat stuff here, but this is my favorite. I think the pharmaceutical industry prescription medicine in the face of in the shape of the cross really makes us question what our society, as it secularizes, considers to be sacred, and that we look for salvation not anymore to profound and sacred things, but to pharmaceutical comfort. And I think it draws attention to it in a questioning but hopeful way, with a kind of ironic and a sly smile. So I like this so much. It was the first thing I saw, and it's definitely my favorite piece in this exhibit.
Here in Los Angeles, viewing Nadia's work at Honor Fraser Gallery, with so much interesting stuff reflecting the turmoil in the Russian Federation, but I'm honestly a fan of this particular piece, which, as cheerful as it looks with the colors in the banner, is 100% censorship under the regime that unfortunately has been in charge for so long. And of course, what's being censored is the words "punk's not dead," and that is an understatement. Fabulous exhibit, fabulous artist. Happy to be here.
What are your thoughts on the art game, where an artist's paintbrush will tickle your feet? Who is the artist or a man you would trust? So I thought about this, and I would have to say Goya is one of my favorite artists. It's dark, it's obscure. I'm not sure if I would trust anybody, but I think I would love to be touched